Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 10th episode of the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, VO1JQB.
And I'm Mike, VO1AX.
And Aaron may be joining us later on this evening. We're not totally sure yet. I'm keeping an eye on things. But, I guess you could call this the season finale. The season finale of the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast for Season 1. Season 2 will be starting up next year for reasons we'll get into in a bit. But, before anything else, cheers.
Cheers.
Dink.
Ting.
But, so a couple things to go over. But first, Mike, you and Aaron did the IOTA Contest this past, was it this past weekend or last past weekend? I'm not sure.
The last weekend in July.
Yeah, last weekend in July. So, Mike, why don't you give us the rundown of that?
Yeah, okay. Well, it was our first IOTA contest for the Grassroots Ham Radio Contesting Group. And what IOTA is, it stands for Islands on the Air. And it's sponsored by the Radio Society of Great Britain. And it's one of their biggest ones on their contesting calendar. And what you do is you go out and you chase islands. Every island has a reference number. Or islands try to work other islands, and what they call world stations, which are, mainland stations, non-island basically, are classified as world. So each island to island is worth 15 points. Each island to world is worth 5 points, vice versa. World to island, they get 15 points, and so on. So it covers 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters, SSB, CW, or mixed modes. So that's both CW and SSB, no digital, but we did mixed. And we ended up with 200 Qs and 95,400 points.
Yes, boy.
Now, Jackson initially reported, I think it was 93 something.
Something along those lines.
A few extra points for the upload using the web applet on the IOTA. So altogether was 95.4 was my clean score, apparently. So, and we worked some really good DX. We got the Austral Islands, which is down in French Polynesia, in the South Pacific. How do you pronounce it? Vanuatu?
Vanuatu, yeah.
Vanuatu.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, Vanuatu, which is out near New Guinea.
That's way out there, right?
Yeah, it's way out there. Market Reef, which is up in north of the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
So some great IOTA contacts.
Awesome.
And, looking forward to doing one next year, although I'm not sure how we'll squeeze, IOTA and our possibility. We probably could, though, because maybe we're looking at possibility of Labrador.
Hopefully.
For field. That'll be coming up in later episodes. So that's what we've been doing. Not a whole lot. It's been a quiet summer. I've dumped all my 2-meter gear, got out of the DMR Wires X thing, just got tired of it. Dumped all that, sticking to HF for the most part, FT8, working on my CW, not much to be had on voice. Bands have been crappy.
Of course.
Oh, and one thing happened during IOTA. We had to do the adjustments on the antenna, as you probably see in the video.
Yes.
And the bands were really, really noisy, and we thought it was band conditions until I swapped out a netbook. My old 2010 netbook has seemed to be falling out of favor with ham radio.
Starting to hit the shits, is it?
Yeah, the audio's all gone, fuzzy, the whole bit. So when I swapped out for my main laptop, it was like chocolate and chalk in the difference. So, folks, a good laptop makes all the difference in the world. If you're going to be mobiling or doing anything off a Jenny or whatever, or using an inverter, try to avoid these Chinesian power supply powered laptops. It's not easy, but a good laptop can make the difference in hearing something and not hearing jack.
Yeah,
I wish
sure.
I had to record that, actually. I wish I had to record the difference in the noise floor. But there's tons of videos out on that, too, where you see guys putting in ground wires and, So that's what's been happening. Pretty much a little bit of a break from it. I haven't been overly active myself. I also created a SoundCloud. Like, I've been messing around with SoundCloud for the last couple of years. So if anybody's interested, you can go to soundcloud.com, do a general search for ham radio recordings, and you'll probably come across the playlist I've created called Ham Radio Audio Recordings or something to that effect. And I've got 5 GRC audio clips. You remember the one where Aaron was all business going from 80 to 160 to 40 meters, Jackson? That was one of our RRLDXs.
Yeah.
So there's 4 clips of us working Victor Papa 31, Victor 31 V31 VP.
Yep.
So they're up there, and our VO1AX CQ WPX run at the end of March.
Okay.
Just flip up there.
Yeah, if you could just send me a link to that so I could throw it in the description.
It's actually on the group posts. If you can.
Okay, yeah, I'll have a look at that.
I did post that on Friday.
Okay, yep. I'll have a look and see if I can find it.
Yep.
Yep, cool.
And as well, I've started up the Facebook group again for the Grassroots Ham Contesting group. So if anybody wants to follow that, join that. There's questions that you've got to answer to prove that you know what that you're either a ham or in the process. It's a closed group, but it's moderated. So Jackson, Aaron, or I will approve.
Yep. More than likely the other two, because I'm not going to be around an internet connection for a while.
Well, you're
more on that later
in the group, so you're one of the founding fathers. So you'll be either me or you or Aaron will be able to approve admittance. Yep. And up there we'll do all of our events when we're doing an event. I'll try to get videos up there as well, and posts related. Just trying to keep things a little bit narrowed down a little bit with the social media channels, Facebook, and instead of going all over the place, you have a central Facebook group called the Grassroots Ham Radio Contesting group, and of course our YouTube channels. Still mine. It's still my YouTube channel, but it's our content, but it's just what I'm involved in, so I put it up there. And
same with mine.
Yep. So other than that, that's what's been happening.
Cool. Yeah, it's been quite the busy couple weeks for me, no doubt. My God. For those of you who don't know, who haven't been keeping up with me, which most of you probably haven't, I am obviously in the Navy, and I'm getting ready to sail.
In the Navy.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to sail, and on the HMCS Ottawa, and we're doing Operation Projection and Operation Neon down on the Pacific side of things.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But no, we're going to Dutch Harbor first, then we're going down to Japan, China, Thailand, all the fun stuff. And depending on what Iran does, we might be doing something else, but I don't know yet. So,
Thailand is cool.
Yeah, going to Bangkok for like 2 or 3 days. It's going to be fun.
Oh, look out.
But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and that's the reason we're pretty much ending the season here, even though it's August. But yeah, I'm not going to be around till December 18th is when I return to Esquimalt, and probably just going to say, screw it, we'll record again come January, and we'll go from there and start season 2. So that's the plan as it stands.
What we're looking to do, we're gonna try to record like up to 16 or 17 episodes.
Yeah.
2 or 3. And then roll them out starting like end of April, one every 2 weeks.
Yeah. And that way we'll have content. You won't be stuck with big gaps like you were this time between episode 9 and 10 and all the other episodes. depending on where we are in the world, we still got episodes rolling out. So that's the new plan.
And plus, we can throw in a field day or an expedition, whatever we do.
Oh yeah.
As let's say episode 5.5 or something, or whatever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. Big and better plans in the works, but just got to get home from this sale first.
Yeah, including a new camera, hopefully.
Yes, that's something we're hoping for, is a nice brand new camera.
Yeah, good mic quality and.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's how things are right now.
So we are getting noticed.
Yes.
To segue into this little interview that me and Aaron did a couple of weeks ago, there was a gentleman in the States named Tom Luffney, and his call escapes me at the moment. I know it's X-Ray Mike at the end. I can't think of the call now, and I apologize for that. But he's doing a podcast on contesting. And he travels around the world, and he looks up ham radio operations wherever he goes.
Yeah.
So he stumbled across us, which is great. Because apparently we're one of the most active groups in Newfoundland. Go figure.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, there's a bunch of club activity, and we're one of the most active groups.
It's kind of surprising.
I mean, I can count three actual clubs. No, four.
Four, yeah.
Everac, Sonra, North Atlantic Radio Project, and Bark.
Yep.
Here on the East Coast. And if you add us, although we're not an official club, but we're an active group. So that's 5, and we're one of the most active, if not the. So the interview went very, very well, and it was long because Tom had lots of questions. He asked Aaron questions, and then me pretty much the same questions, so to get different perspectives.
Yep.
And he was interested in talking to me because him and his wife work with, the visually impaired folks in the States.
Okay.
So he wanted to meet me, and right, because his wife does daily living skills training for the blind, and he does programming.
Oh, right on.
And stuff.
Cool.
So he was an interesting gentleman. He was a cameraman, a reporter, went all over the world, saw action in Vietnam, saw action in the Golden Heights, in the Syria-Israel war back in, what was that, the 7-Day War?
Something like that.
Yeah, got arse over tea kettled by a shell in his Mercedes van with him and a crew in the desert.
Yes, bye.
So that was pretty interesting.
Quite the experienced guy.
Yeah. So we're going to be one of his episodes. We're going to be on one of his podcast episodes. He's trying to get about 18 or 19 in the can before he starts rolling out.
Okay.
So he's going to email us when our episode is up. So I'll keep that in mind for you as well, so you'll get a copy of the link.
Mm-hmm.
And we can share that as well. So that's great. We're getting a bit of notoriety, and that's why I put back the Facebook group, so that there's like just a couple places for people to go to see what we're all about, what we're doing, instead of having a million different things going.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's nice. And Tom, if you're watching this, sorry I couldn't be a part of it, but bigger things in different sides of the country. So hopefully next time you're in Newfoundland, we can meet up. Yeah,
sure. Maybe get him to attend an event, because that's one of the things he asked. He said, would you guys be open to, American membership, and would you host, Americans coming up to operate? And, we agreed. I mean, we got a nice spot in Marysville.
Yeah.
Right. Take the tickets, get some money, get some K4s out there, and some mobile 1500 watt amps, and 4 squares for 160. Be great.
Yeah, buy the whole land around Marysville. Just make it all ours. Around
my plot, right?
The whole spot. Right? Just the whole town. Just make it ours. Yeah. K3LR ain't got nothing on us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right on. Well, we're going to break here, take a quick break, and come back to you after the interruption, just so we can reset our Zoom meeting here. So stick with us. We'll be back in about 2 seconds. And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that short break there, even though it was only like 2 seconds. So yeah, really quickly.
It was actually 15 minutes in our time zone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Isn't the universe weird?
Yeah. Ooh.
Geodesic folds.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to talk real quickly about VD1 NUQK. I just checked my QRZ then, and we just got another confirmed from somebody in VE2 land. And I checked my incoming QSOs, and there's 15 of them. 13 of them are for VD1 NUQK. And I cannot confirm any of them because I can't find any information on those contacts. So if you're one of the people who sent me a confirmation request for VD1 NUQK and you want that contact confirmed, send me a message on QRZ with the information of that contact, and I'll make sure it gets confirmed for you. But yeah, that's all I got for that. So now I want to talk about pretty much the past year, year 2019 for ham radio for us. It's been quite the exciting one. Sorry, just doing much Facebook here. It's been quite the exciting year for us. Geez, we started the podcast. Again, we did NUQK, contesting like crazy. Moving all over the place. Everybody moved except Mike. But yeah, it's been quite the fun year. Mike, what do you got to say?
Yeah, it's been a real treat since we started in January of 2018. It's been fun, and hopefully we can get it going again and keep it going. NUQK this year, we're hoping, is going to be a part of the ARRLDX. One of the things we found with running it for winter field day, especially when you do CW with it, it gets a little tedious CW-wise because people are thinking it's NUQ and then K is the over, and they don't think of it as a 2x4. But if we can do it in the ARRLDX, which would make it a special prefix, highly sought after, of course, they would hear the November United Quebec Kilo, and I think it'll do really well in that contest. Yeah. So we're going to roll it back. We're going to start it probably kick it off the actual date of the anniversary, which is February 18th. And this year it'll be the 79th. Or was it the 77th last year?
78th, I think, this year.
Was it, so it will be the 78th in 2020?
I will double check.
I think it will be 78. Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
So that'll be the 78th anniversary. And it won't take much to update. It'll be pretty much standard what you see now on the page, except the change of the year, of course, and the dates. Mm-hmm. So we're looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to doing all kinds of content in like 2 or 3 months, like we said in a previous segment, to have content rolled out. And if we do like a nice field day, which we are planning, by the way, tentatively right now, 2020 field day could be, we said it was going to be special last year and things just never came together for us.
Sorry.
Got deployed, and Aaron took off, actually. On the spur of the moment, we got the message at 4 a.m. on our Facebook that Halifax buys, and so that's kind of how it fell apart. But we are looking to do something, and just to drop a subtle hint, it's north of us and a rare prefix, but it's part of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and we'll leave it at that. So that's what we're looking to do, hopefully, if we can get on the same page.
If all goes well.
If all goes well. We got the gear, we got the wheels, and I got a driver. Mm-hmm. So it's just a few bucks for food and fuel and lodgings, really, to make it happen. So we'll see what happens. And as well, coming up in the new season, a couple of topics I'm just going to throw out there that we got in mind. I want to do an amplifier demo. You don't need to squeeze every last watt out of your 1.5 kilowatt amplifiers or your 1K amplifiers or your 500 watt amplifiers. I also want to do an FT8 demo. And we're going to discuss as well, like ham radio etiquette.
Yes.
Bullying has made its way into ham radio. And it's a very important topic to me because even though this past year was great, I had some things happen that I wasn't happy with, and it, pretty near drove me out of ham radio. It has made me take a step back and narrow things down. I'm no longer interested in 2 meters. I'm no longer interested in, I've resorted back to my love, which is HF.
Mm-hmm.
And I may pick up a portable again for Christmas. I might. Because I was in a situation this past weekend where a ham radio would have been useful in our car. We were off-grid and no cell service. And I could have hit the repeater, no problem, with 10, 15, 20 watts. But I didn't have one. So they do have a use. And go figure. The only time I'd made a trip off grid was like this past weekend, and I needed a radio and never really had one. Other times I could. Yeah. So I may pick up a dual band DMR analog handheld again, just for that purpose. When we're out doing stuff around our Grassroots Ham Radio Contesting Group HQ, when we're working with the inverted L and stuff, it'd be nice that, so I'm going to yell at Jackson when he's up on the hill. We got our portables.
Yes, because I'm going deaf.
Yeah, and I'm going deaf.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear that.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Yeah.
Speak to my right ear. Speak to my antenna.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what's coming up next.
Too. We got to try to do some sats this winter too again.
Yeah. When I get back, I'm actually putting a good chunk of money into a half decent satellite antenna.
Yeah.
Whether or not I'm making one or buying one secondhand, I don't know. But
right.
A satellite antenna and a half decent satellite setup is what I'm going for.
I mean, that was fun when we did that winter field day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. A QSO would have been great, but that was fun. And that's what I missed this summer. Like, yeah, okay, we probably got on each other's nerves a little bit this summer too, because things weren't going well for me emotionally. But like, I really enjoyed the three of us together running a good contest. I mean,
yeah.
Look at the CQ Worldwide we did with a 2-hour break because of an emergency, and we hit 1,000 views. Like, that was just unbelievable.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was.
Right? Winter Field Day. Like, that was an unbelievable contest we did. We had fun.
And we haven't had a good contest together since probably, what?
That would have been the last one. No, ARRLDX, I think, was our last one, right? Because that's when Aaron went. He made it out for that one.
Yeah. That was our last good one.
Yeah. But I think Winter Field Day even beat that one, though, for fun.
Hell yeah.
I think.
Winter Field Day was fantastic.
It was, right?
We did a lot of weird stuff. A lot of stuff we never thought we could do. We tried EME. That didn't work too well.
But we weren't crazy because each one of us thought we heard something come off of that, out of that radio from the moon.
Yep.
In the cabin. Including my wife, who's not a ham operator, but she thought she heard something.
We all picked up on it at the exact same second. That's got to speak for something.
Yeah. Not the wormhole that's in the middle of the cabin.
Fucking sunflower seeds, man. My favorite.
Saved them for Tom.
Yeah. No, I'm probably going to pour the bag out the window for him later.
Are you?
But, Winter Field Day was great. And hopefully we'll do it again next year. Except a lot better. Hopefully we'll actually have some real good satellite comms. Hopefully 1,000 contacts, 1,500, who knows. you know.
Well, no, not for that. I'm thinking of 1,500 Qs for the ARRLDX when we run NUQK, but
That's
for field
possible.
day, we're not going to do this ridiculous EME stuff again. We're actually going to focus on a SAT.
Yeah.
Which we know can happen with a couple of handhelds and a proper antenna because we've been around it.
Yep. We just got to get the right handhelds, get the right connectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon bounce, not so sure, because you probably need great power and you need a big 10-foot dish and you need all this. And
yeah.
But SATs, I think we can do.
Oh, yeah, I'd say.
HF. I don't know if we'll be on the digital voice side of it because I don't have a hotspot. I don't know if Jackson's planning on buying a hotspot, are you?
Maybe some point down the line, but not anytime soon.
Do you think you'll have one by Winter Field Day?
Nope.
No. Yeah, I don't think I will either. I will pick up a DMR handheld, but that's because there's a repeater going up here soon again.
Mm-hmm.
On the VO1 Tango Zulu site, which is just up the road from me. So that'll be great if I want to use it.
Yep.
Right. So
Cool.
But we'll see. Season 2 should be better than this one. Hopefully we'll get enough content so we can roll it between when the summer's happening, we're off doing our thing. And then when the season winds down, we're about ready to put 12 or 13 more in the can,
mm-hmm.
right? 16 in the can, and then let it roll on.
Yep. So, 2019 was a fantastic year. 2020 is going to be 10 times better, hands down. Hopefully. Yeah. That's all counting on us all being at the same spot, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because this whole video thing isn't really the best.
No. When we're different parts of the country, and right.
Yeah. But we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Plenty of things. Anyway, that's all I have. What about you, Mike?
No, that's it for me. So you can find the Grassroots Ham Radio Contest Facebook group and sign up if you wish. Catch us on our YouTube channels. You'll find me on QRZ, of course, and Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff.
Yep. You can find me on the book. You can find me on YouTube, QRZ, all VO1JQB. Just let me know if you're sending me a friend request on Facebook so I actually know who you are, because the bots are on me like crazy. Or it could be the CIA, I don't know. Who knows? But that's you can find Aaron on QRZ and Facebook. When he's around. And other than that, what?
When he's not incognito.
Yeah. But other than that, that's it for me from now until December. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next year. 7-3.
7-3, guys, and thanks for watching and your patience, and look forward to season 2 starting in the new year. 7-3.
Take her easy.